Hey, what's up guys? It's Gary coming to you here with a little midweek video. I've got to drill 16 holes in some 1-inch steel for one of the table kits that I sold. That it's actually the second one I've sold that's the bolt together kit. So the 1-inch steel, I can't do this on the plasma cutter, so I have to do it, manually drilling it. You guys saw the video a couple weeks ago on showing this 2-inch annular cutter. And what I didn't show in that video is I took this this tool holder here, turned it down on the lathe, turned the nose off of it on the lathe so that I could get it to fit in here. You see that? This is a 3/4 one here. This is a 1-inch. See the nose on it there? And with for an end mill, it's this the flat on the welding shank wouldn't go in there far enough to catch that set screw. So I didn't do that on camera, but I thought I did a pretty nice job on that. So we're gonna swap this out. The holes that I need to cut are 1/2 inch, and this is a brand new 1/2 inch annular cutter, 1/2 inch by 1 inch depth of cut annular cutter. I've not used it yet. I've had it for maybe a year. I bought it for something and just never had a need for it, so we're gonna use it for this. I've also got a DeWalt 5/8. I think this is a 2-inch, yeah. So that's a 2-inch annular cutter, but it's a 5/8, which I could make it work for this. But my blueprints and all that I designed for it call for a 1/2 inch hole, so we'll go 1/2 inch. They're just clearance holes for lag bolts. I mean, you could make them any size you wanted, really. But 1/2 inch is a common lag bolt size that users can get anywhere, and 5/8 might be a little harder to get for a lag bolt. So we'll get this. That kind of finds its way on the flat, and it's pretty well locked in there now. So we'll get this chucked up in the machine. And the main thing I wanted to show off though was this Edge Technologies stop block. A-Bomb 79, Adam Booth over there is sponsored by them. Showed this in a video recently, and I bought one. I think it was like 19 bucks. I'll have a link to Adam's video on this so you can check it out. Also, Tom's Wonderful World or Tom's Tool Room made one of these. You could make your own, but it's quite involved. And for 19 bucks, it was an easy purchase to make. So we'll use this to set up a stop block and get going. All right, so we got our holes all drilled and finished up. One thing I wanted to point out about this particular type of vise stop is notice that the registration point is separated away from the jaw. You can see the gap back in there, and that lets any chip buildup to just kind of flow down in a way you can easily sweep out. And one of the other common types of vise stops is just having a something built into the vise itself. And let me take a look. I'll show you my other mill over here that I copied Tom Lipton's design on, and this works well. I mean, there's no problem with it, and you can see this machine needs to be cleaned up, but when this is down and you butt things up into it, it's really easy for chips to get collected up in the corner or even on the face of this, because it's such a wide, you know, piece there. You can easily get a chip stuck and not realize it, and when you slide your part in, now you're off, you know, a thousandths or even more, you know, even 10, 20, 30 thousandths. So your hole didn't get drilled in the right position. For some things that's not a big deal, like what we just did, that would not have been a big deal. But for other things that, you know, where you're trying to get real accuracy, it's a, you know, problem. So you see we got the holes drilled in the top of the table there, 4 in each block, and those just go you know, serve to allow the top of the table to be lag bolted in, or, you know, however you choose to bolt it. All right, guys, that's it for this week. If you check in the top right corner of the screen here, you're going to see a playlist to other drilling and tapping type of videos, annular cutter videos. Go check some of those out if this is your first time seeing any of my videos. I have several more using those type of tools, and see if you like any of those. Thanks again. Appreciate it.